What's up? It's Lance back with another interview. Today we have Caleb Lakeman from Tualatin. I forgot.
Tualatin.
Tualatin,
Tualatin.
Tualatin, Oregon High School. He is a 2021 Boys Foot Locker finalist. He is fifth at the 6A Oregon State meet, which is the biggest division. And he is the school record holder at Tualatin in the 15, 32, and 5K. He has 3 course records at Meriwether Cross Country Classic, Ash Creek Cross Country Festival, and the Camp Champoeg Invitational. And he is also committed to Georgetown. So Caleb, how's the day been so far? I know it's 9 a.m. So
Yeah.
what's happened
Yeah.
the day?
Yeah. Not super early, but no, it's been good. Yeah. Pretty tired, but yeah.
So what are some of the reasons that you are where you are today?
Just staying consistent, I feel like, is a really, really important thing. Just like staying with a consistent schedule and not really changing anything. If you're at like big meets or anything, just like staying consistent with everything you do pretty much. And then just like my mindset, I feel like is just, I feel like I'm a pretty persistent person. So once I like find a goal, I try my best to like achieve that goal and do everything possible to, set myself up for success. So, yeah.
So what are some of the easiest things that you do that will also make a big step in order to achieve that goal that's in your mind?
I feel like it's just like little things, just doing like day-to-day stuff, like just something as simple as like just drinking water and eating good food is really, really a significant part of like being a successful runner. And then also just like weightlifting, I guess, just like after workouts and stuff. I feel like some people like miss stuff like that. But it's a lot of like plyometric stuff, like hip stuff. Just doing like simple stuff like that, I feel like goes a long way. But yeah, a lot of stuff like that, just like simple things that like people separate good runners from great runners.
So is it nice having that in-house like training partner, just being able to get out the door easier or having some advantages?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, me and Aaron pretty much do like everything together. Obviously our training, we go on runs together, do workouts together. He pushes me. We do workouts sometimes and I kind of just let him go. Like he's an insane pacer, which I don't know. But yeah, I just let him go sometimes. And then like, I don't know, I kind of like kick it in with like, I don't know, on the last reps, I guess. But yeah, no, I don't know. He's gotten me to where I am today. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be where I am without him, to be honest. He was a really big part of like being part of my success, I guess. He's a really big supporter too, which I really appreciated, and definitely been very influential. So yeah, it's really, really, really great to have him as like not only a brother, but also like a training partner and like one of my best friends. So yeah.
So when did like that kind of running relationship start? Was that in like middle school, high school? Like when did it kind of like start to bond?
We started running in like 3rd grade. But I'd say it probably started, when he hit high school or when I was, I don't know, it kind of eventually like gradually through high school, he like started to close the gap on me. So I would say like the more I progressed in high school, like the stronger our bond like became, because he would get closer and closer to me. So it just became easier for him to train with me. But yeah, no, it's definitely in high school, I would say, is when our bond started to strengthen, like start, but not only strengthen. But yeah, no, it's been fun having him by my side through high school. So yeah.
So how has your dad helped you become this phenomenal brother duo? Like, does he give, what are like some of the training stuff that he gives you?
Yeah, so he actually works kind of side by side with my high school teacher, or no, my high school coach. Sorry. Um, so my high school coach usually takes over during the school year, and then my dad kind of takes over like um, a little bit during that, but also like during the winter time when we're kind of in the off season. But he definitely works us really hard. So and he kind of knows how our bodies work because obviously he's our dad. So and I would say he's a very similar runner to how me and Aaron are. And we're very like feel based, I guess you can say. So we don't have a set plan every single week or whatever. He doesn't have workouts planned a week before. He always asks us how we're feeling, and like so he can base the workouts off how we're feeling based on our body. So we never really know. It's always a surprise, to be honest, for the workouts. But yeah, it's never really a set plan. But definitely a lot of like strength based stuff is what he tries to focus on. A lot of hills, 800s, Ks, miles. Yeah, a lot of that, a lot of tempo stuff too. So just like simple stuff, honestly. It's just, I don't know how me and Aaron roll, I guess. Not a lot of like, I don't know, scientific work, I guess you could say, but just like simple stuff. Definitely.
So is your dad's coaching and your head coach similar? Like, is it similar coaching?
I would say my high school coach maybe holds back a little more than my dad. My dad's, my dad definitely knows the limit of me and my brother. So he can gauge our workouts off that. But definitely our high school coach has like learned a lot based off how me and Aaron work, I guess, or how our bodies work. Because he's never really got like this like caliber athlete, I guess. I don't know. He's never like I'm the fastest like runner he's gotten. So he has to figure out, I guess, how I work, I guess, which is been a little hard, but no, my high school coach has been great. He's a little different than my dad, but because my coach knows like all the inner workings of like all the different like weights and stretches that we do. And my dad's more of like, I don't know, just like, I don't know how you could say it, but he's just more of like the straightforward guy, I guess. And then my other coach is like, he knows like the inner workings of everything else. But so it's kind of nice to have that like duo, I guess, of coaches. So
How did the COVID lockdown go for you? What was training looking like? Like, what was like the mental and physical state of yourself during the lockdown?
yeah, it was really hard. It was probably some of the hardest training that I've done. But it was also some of the funnest times I've ever had, honestly. It was we were training mostly with my dad. So he was definitely whipping us into shape really fast. But it was definitely really like mentally draining, just being able, just like going out there by yourself, or at least with Aaron, which is a blessing to have. But it was really hard to like just be out there by yourself and like grind through training, and you don't even feel like you're working towards anything, which was really, really hard because I didn't even know if I was going to have a season. But so that was something that was really hard to get over, but luckily something did pop up. Nothing nothing got blocked by COVID, so that was good. But yeah, it was really hard, to say the least. But yeah, no, it was brutal. It was a brutal time, but definitely definitely worthwhile though.
So you're,
Yeah.
I this is kind of like off topic, but your 1500 school record, it's 355, is correct?
Yes, that is the official Tualatin high school record. But I did, after this high school season, I ran like unattached, or for like the name that I run under. Oregon International is like the club that we run under. But yeah, the 355 is what I ran at state, where I got 11th in the 1500. But yeah, that was, and then I ran 352 the week after state. So, which is unofficial, but yeah, the fact that like 355 got me 11th, I don't know, just kind of shows like the depth of Oregon right now. It was 355 would have won like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever the most recent one was before this one. But yeah, they won in like 357, but I don't know. I think just next year is going to be a lot faster. So yeah, it's going to be a fun track season. But,
so that was your junior year, right? That would be your junior
yeah.
year?
Yeah. 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 My
So,
first state meet, I think. Yeah.
awesome. So what is a training block look like for an elite high school runner?
I would just say a lot of base work. I feel like, for me at least, it's a lot of like longer stuff, a lot of like tempos, K repeats, hill repeats, definitely, yeah, stuff like that, mile repeats, a lot of stuff like that. So it's just a lot of like base work, I feel like, for me. And then, just a lot of like, I eat a lot too. So, because you're like grinding out. But for me, I ran 60 to like, I think probably the highest I'll ever hit is like 70, but that's like rare. I really like maintain like mid 60s. So that's usually where I'm at, like preseason, I think, for like a training block. So I know some of the other guys train more, but yeah, no, I think like that for me, for a training block is definitely like perfect, I feel like. But yeah, definitely really mentally and physically draining during a training block. Because you don't feel like you're working towards anything, but you just got to keep in mind that there's something that you're working towards every day.
So how many miles are you aiming for in the summer?
In the summer, probably 65. Once I go to Georgetown, it'll probably bump me up a bit. My coach, but yeah, probably just maybe I'll hit some 70s. We'll see, but I don't know, maybe just to adjust easier to when I go to college. But I don't know, definitely just kind of staying where I'm at, but maybe bumping it up a little bit. So like high 60s to low 70s. Yeah.
So how many miles total in the summer would you say?
Total, oh man.
It doesn't have to be an exact number. It can be like just a somewhat of an aim of what you're trying to accomplish through the summer.
I mean, obviously just staying consistent, but total, oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know how many I hit a month. Probably, if my summer's like 2.5, then I'd probably say like 300. I don't even know. Maybe more than that. I don't really know. Wait, let me think. Shoot, I don't even know. Yeah, 300 something. I don't know. You could, some of the people could figure that out. 60, high 60s times 4 or whatever, 2.5 months. I don't know.
Yeah. So what are some of like the strength stuff that you do? Because you said you kind of do lifting and stuff like that. What are some of like that strength stuff is? Because the general strength side of running, I feel like is undervalued. And
Yeah.
so yeah, can you kind of get in depth of what you do there?
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of like single leg work. So like for me, we don't do like squats with the bar. We do a lot of like squats with like a dumbbell or something like that. Because it can put a lot of strain on your back. So we don't do anything like that. But yeah, a lot of like single leg stuff with the squats, and then we do a lot of band work too, so like strengthening your hips with bands and stuff. So that's a big part of I guess our weight training thing. And then like also strengthening your arms. We sometimes do bench press, but it's a lot of like again just like hand weights that we do, and like high reps, low weight, like yeah, because we're not trying to like put on a bunch of muscle, obviously, just strengthen, and some like injury preventions, and then also a lot of core too, so like 8-minute abs or something like that, and then like a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups too, because like strengthening your biceps, something that I've definitely worked on because my arms have gotten pretty tired during workouts and races. So definitely been doing a lot more push-ups and sit-ups and pull-ups, definitely. And then let me think. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of squats, single leg squats. And then it's like a variety of those, like though. We do different stuff. So sometimes we don't do it with weights, sometimes we do. Shit, I'm trying to think what else. And then like sometimes we do calf raises, and then but like you're like incorporating like a squat with it. So like you have one leg on like a elevated surface, and then you squat down, and then like you lift your other leg that's not that's on the ground up, and then down, and then squat, and then yeah, it's kind of hard, but yeah, I don't know, a lot of stuff like that, and then yeah, a lot of stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, just simple stuff. But we usually do stuff like that after workouts, not easy days, because I feel like you should take easy days easy, and then hard days hard. So, but yeah.
So what is your long run look like? Like how far would that be?
Yeah. Honestly, it depends every week. So, because sometimes we do multiple workouts a week, so not just two. We do sometimes do three, and then a long run, which is a lot. So sometimes if we do 3 workouts, then we'll do an easier long run. So like nothing with it, just this time on your feet. But then on other weeks where we just do 2 workouts, we have a long run, and then we incorporate something into the long run. So we just add either like a fartlek or like a tempo, or make it progressive. So it honestly depends, but it usually ranges from like 11 to 14. I've hit 14 once, but it's usually on average it's probably like 12 to 13. So, but I always try and hit at least like 75 minutes, 75 to like 90 minutes, something like that. But yeah, long runs are kind of boring. So definitely not my favorite workout, I guess, but it's very important for running. So, but yeah, no, that's what it kind of looks like though.
So you've listed a lot of stuff that you've done. What would you say your favorite part about running is?
Definitely just I don't know. I feel like um just like I feel like being with my friends, honestly, it just makes training so much easier. Like having my training partners, obviously they don't do workouts with me, but like we do stuff after workouts, and like that's what makes like running fun. Like I look forward to doing that. Like I look forward to doing the workout, obviously. But just the stuff after that, just like bonding with your teammates, I feel like is, I don't know, makes running a lot more fun and gets me through the grind of training. So yeah, I feel like just being with your teammates is super important and like preventing like burnout, I guess. I feel like for me, I guess. But yeah.
So you just went kind of skim the topic, like how important is the team aspect of running?
For me, it's really important. I don't know how other people feel about this, but definitely really important for me. That's what I I asked my college coach when I was recruiting if they have a really good team aspect, and he's like, honestly, I can't tell you because you'll just have to find out when you come for your visit. But um, it's really important to me because it shows like how well a team does, like based on their team cohesiveness. I feel like, and the team that really like thrives, the team's really good based on how they work in and out of practice, I feel like. But definitely really important to me. Just having everyone like contribute to things, and just having fun is just like, I don't know, it just makes running so much better. And my high school has really valued like the team culture aspect of running, which has been a really big part of like making me a good runner and showing like displaying myself in and out of running. So that's been a really big part of like who I am, I guess.
So if you could tell a young runner one thing, what would that one thing be?
um I feel like, okay, I would probably say don't limit yourself. That's been a really big part of my success, I feel like. Definitely limiting myself has hindered being successful. So, and I've learned to set high goals for myself, and that kind of forces your brain to like push yourself to do everything possible to achieve that goal. And then once you do it, you'll just keep going from there. You'll just keep progressing. So, and setting higher goals. So definitely not limiting yourself is really important. And just having those goals in mind, and you're thinking about that 24/7, doing everything possible. It's just really important to becoming successful, I feel like. And yeah, with that comes like consistency and just the ability to like work really hard. So yeah.
So one thing I did not send you purposely in the questions was one thing. What is one thing that you would tell yourself, a younger self, for you? What would it be?
Oh, that's a really good question. I feel like just believe in yourself, because I've had confidence issues in the past, and I haven't been honestly the greatest runner up until like a year ago or something. Like no one really knew who I was, I guess, in Oregon. So it's definitely been an adjusting process, but definitely if I told myself that you're going to be successful, just believe in yourself, then it would be, I don't know, I feel like that'd be like super influential for myself if I said that, because I've always set those goals for myself, but never really like believed in myself because I've always had that support of like family and friends, but in that belief of others and myself. But definitely something that I've learned through high school is just to believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, then you can, achieve those goals and do anything. So yeah, that's probably the most important thing I would tell myself. So
So
yeah.
did you ever run in like middle school? Like, does your middle school have a cross country team or track team? Did you run then?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't the best, but I was like, I'd probably say I would be like, I don't know, like mid pack, I guess. I was like fourth guy, I think, on our cross country team. But yeah, I had a lot of issues in like middle school as far as like injuries and stuff. So I was like on and off of running, but definitely in middle school kind of sparked my interest. My dad's always been there, and I've known about like his success in high school and how he was like a legend.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's always been like in the back of my mind, but um, so he never really pushed me to running. He always let me figure it out for myself, and he let me find the interest, and he didn't push me at all. I mean, so it's just kind of been me on my own, I guess, as far as like just wanting to do the running. But yeah, it was middle school where I kind of like sparked that interest, and then going into high school, I wasn't I didn't get that good until like junior year. So it was definitely a long process, I guess. So
Well, thank you so much, Caleb, for hopping on today. It was truly amazing getting to hear a high school's perspective, high school runner's perspective. This is the first time I've actually interviewed a high schooler. It was, again, it's interesting to see a new perspective. And thank you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
yeah, of course, this was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.